Welcome back to the C-Suite Connection. I'm 𝘠𝘩𝘦 your host. Let's dive back into our series, Navigating the Modern Workforce. Hello and welcome back to the C-Suite Connection. I'm 𝘠𝘩𝘦 your host. As we continue through our series of talking about how to navigate the modern workforce, today's episode is going to dive into how modern day C-suites as well as boards are leveraging workforce analytics to drive better outcomes for their companies. So I'm going to hit on kind of the four major areas that we're seeing our top customers spend a lot of time with workforce analytics. So number one is really from a growth and enablement perspective. And what do I mean by that? Most companies out there can tell you how many people work for their company. But what they can't really tell you is how many people does it actually take to run their company. And once you understand that, which workforce analytics enables you to do, you can really start to think about growth and what that means to your business in a lot different light. The second area that I like to look at, or we see a lot of people looking at, is around cost and productivity. Maybe growth is not the primary objective of your business, but right now, what we see is many companies have significant amounts of excess capacity in their business. So understanding what to do with that certainly, represents a major opportunity for you to unlock your margins. The third major area that we see is around risk and compliance. And I think risk and compliance is really an interesting area. And I really break that into four different kind of areas. One is around location and understanding, whether there's regulatory pressures about specific work locations. How do you know that employees are adhering to the actual policies that are in place? Secondly, is we're seeing ever-changing regulatory needs, specifically around contingent workforce, knowing your contingent workforce, even cost allocations in some of our financial institutions. A third big area, which is a major risk for any company, which is around retention risk and really having the data to understand when you might have employees that are approaching burnout, and especially when those are your most critical employees. And then a fourth one, which is really emerging, is a huge both opportunity as well as risk, is around AI and really having the telemetry inside of your business to understand what is AI being used for, how's it being used, why is it being used, and so you can make those own assessments for yourself. The fourth major area is really goes back to kind of innovation and skill sets. So look, all of us running companies are focused upon executing a long multi-year roadmap, but being able to really ensure that you have the right team that's in place that can support that roadmap and your future ambitions is a critical component, something that workforce analytics can give you incredible insights into.